The Busbys from OutDaughtered call this beachy Texas city home. Now that Season 9 of TLC's OutDaughtered has officially started, fans of the remarkable family can enjoy watching new episodes of Danielle, Adam, Blake, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker doing what they do best, being adorable and loving each other with a healthy dose of chaos thrown into the mix. Of course, one thing people might wonder is where in the country all of this adorable chaos is taking place. When you have a family as large as the Busbys, you can't live simply anywhere. So, where does the OutDaughtered family live? Where does the OutDaughtered family live? As we learned in the Season 7 premiere, the Busby family has officially moved into the home they began renting after their last house was discovered to have a mold infestation. In one of the more harrowing moments of the show, little Ava was rushed to the doctor after she started having difficulty breathing. Her health issues led to the Busbys getting their home inspected for mold, and the news was dire. Pillows will need to be discarded. Mattresses need to be discarded, a mold inspector said. And then you need a full-blown mold remediation contractor to come in and HEPA vacuum everything, clean everything. It's a big process. If the tests pass, then you can live in it. While the work was being done on their sick house, the family temporarily moved into another house. Or so they thought. They ultimately made the decision to say goodbye to the sick house and live permanently in their former rental. They purchased the home and are apparently loving life in the spacious digs, not to mention the spacious yard. Both the Busbys' sick house and their current home are located in Houston, Texas. More specifically, they're located in League City, Texas, a city within the greater Houston metropolitan area. The Busbys have geotagged several posts with the League City, Texas location, and we also know that Marbella, the specific subdivision containing the Busbys' sick house, is located in League City. These days, the Marbella subdivision has earned the unsavory nickname of Mold Bella. It recently came to light that the Busbys' former home was not the only one in the subdivision with mold problems. Taylor Morrison, the company that built more than 1,000 of the subdivision's homes, has admitted that more than 100 of their homes have experienced mold issues. We're glad the Busbys have been able to move on to a bigger and better house, and all without needing to leave their kids' hometown. Seems to be the ideal location for people who love living on the water. It's right on the Texas Gulf Coast with additional access to Galveston Bay and Trinity Bay. We know the Busby kids love their awesome backyard pool, so having access to the beautiful Gulf Coast beaches must just be the icing on the cake. Here's hoping the Busbys' home continues to be the perfect place for their incredible family. How to watch OutDaughtered Season 10 and stream online for free. Tune in to see OutDaughtered, a family show and part of a series that returns in 2024 with a milestone Season 10 on Tuesday. Note: the show is one of two of TLC's family favorites returning to the network, with Doubling Down with the Derricos set to premiere a week later on Tuesday. According to Warner Bros. Discovery, the parent company of TLC, with back-to-back hours, the larger-than-life Busby and Derrico families are excited to invite viewers into their daily lives to follow the latest adventures, chaos, and fun happenings at every turn. The Busby family returns with what is the start of a brand new school year. And with it, Adam and Danielle struggle to keep up with their all-girl quintuplets, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, Parker, and oldest daughter, Blake. Interestingly, the Quints are learning how to read and even taking on more chores around the house, and Adam and Danielle are starting to see which of the girls is thriving and who needs a little extra help. On top of her middle school schedule and social life, Blake is attending tryouts for the school volleyball team, and she's worried she won't make the cut. Danielle, who revealed her health issues in Season 9, recently told Parade that she has been pretty solid and pretty good probably the last 8 or so months. How to stream OutDaughtered online for free. If you're a cord cutter or don't have cable, you can watch OutDaughtered online on any one of the following streaming platforms and get it for free via a trial offer. You can find which channel OutDaughtered is on by using the channel finders here. All told, Adam and Danielle are an awesome twosome managing their 6 kids, but some days are overwhelming, which is understandable. Adam has been the main caregiver the past few years, but now is taking more jobs out of the house. But despite all the drama and chaos, Adam and Danielle, make sure to take time to enjoy being a family with a trip to Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, meetups with other families of multiples, and even take a time out to cheer for the Texans football team. OutDaughtered is produced for TLC by Bright Spot Content, an all-3 Media America company, in association with the Boardwalk Entertainment Group. TLC's OutDaughtered returns with America's first all-female quintuplets. The Busby family is back to share their sometimes chaotic life with 6 daughters. That many children might be daunting to some even if they are spread out, but the Busby's youngest 5 are America's first all-female quintuplets. Watch how the family navigates life's biggest challenges and constant adventures on TLC. The new season of. Watch Season 10 for free with trials from Philo or DirecTV, or watch with Sling. You can also stream episodes after they air on Max. In Season 10, quintuplets Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker are 9 years old. Their older sister Blake is 13. Each week, Mom and Dad Danielle and Adam take viewers through a range of emotions as they are outdaughtered. In tonight's episode, this could change everything. We are reintroduced to the family 2 weeks before school starts. Danielle is frustrated as she tries to get Adam's help with last-minute responsibilities. Meanwhile, one of the Quints is struggling to read. Adam also gets a job offer that could change the household. OutDaughtered, star Michelle Mimi, Tero alleged perfume cover-up in DUI arrest. Who made her name as Grandma Mimi on the hit TLC show, OutDaughtered, has been arrested for DUI. TMZ has learned. Mimi was busted last weekend in League City, Texas a little after midnight on her way home. Cops say Mimi's black Ford SUV was swerving while straddling the shoulder's solid white line. Cops say when they tried pulling her over, Mimi was slow to stop, and when they approached her, cops say there was a strong odor of perfume wafting from the SUV. Cops say they know the game. People try to conceal certain odors with perfume or cologne. Mimi was asked to produce her driver's license, and cops say she was lethargic. They also say Mimi's speech was slurred, and she had bloodshot eyes. When cops asked if she had any booze, she told them she had 2 glasses of wine before changing her story later and saying she had no wine but 2 Michelob Ultra beers. Cops say it got worse when Mimi stepped unsteadily out of the car, swaying back and forth. According to cops, she also bombed several field sobriety tests and had to be stopped from trying to get back in her SUV. She was handcuffed and taken to jail. OutDaughtered, which aired Season 7 earlier this summer, features Adam and Danielle Busby, who are raising 6 daughters that include the only American all-girl quintuplets on record. Danielle's mom, Mimi, is a big part of the series after moving from Louisiana to Texas to be closer to her grandkids. OutDaughtered recap June 16, 20. Season 7 Episode 2 Snowcat Iron. Tonight on TLC OutDaughtered, the reality show starring the Busby family returns with an all-new Tuesday, June 16, 2020 episode, and we have your OutDaughtered recap below. On tonight's OutDaughtered Season 7 Episode 2 Snowcat Iron, as per the TLC synopsis, it's a trip of firsts for the Quints as the family heads to Wyoming for a ski trip. As the Busbys prepare for Hazel's eye appointment, they fear the worst. With a global crisis looming, Adam and Danielle wonder what waits for them at home. So make sure to bookmark this spot and come back from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time for our OutDaughtered recap. While you wait for the recap, make sure to check out all our television recaps, spoilers, news, and more right here. Tonight's OutDaughtered recap begins now. Refresh page often to get the most current updates. Adam and Danielle have been planning a trip for their family. The family doesn't typically see snow from where they are, and so Adam and Danielle wanted their daughters to have a vacation with snow. Some real snow for once. They came up with this idea of visiting their friend, who owns a place in Wyoming, and they were going to go there for a skiing vacation, but first, they had to prepare for their trip. They didn't have clothes made for colder weather. Adam and Danielle took their daughters shopping. They got clothes for vacation, and they also did a little shopping for themselves. The couple managed to get everything they needed for the family. The only thing they had left was the packing. Packing for 6 kids is stressful. The kids all wanted to pack their own luggage or at least offer some input, and they mostly got in the way more than they helped. Adam and Danielle also noticed that one of their daughters was struggling. Their daughter Hazel has a problem with her eyes, and it seems to be getting worse. Hazel was old enough to tell her parents that she was having trouble seeing. They in turn took precautions with her, and they booked an appointment for her for when they got back from the vacation. Until then, they were going to enjoy this time away. The family traveled to Wyoming the next day, and they were soon in a land of snow. The kids couldn't wait to go out and play in it. Wyoming was supposed to be this great trip, where they got to leave all their troubles behind them. Only the couple began hearing rumors about the coronavirus, and the situation became unmanageable the longer they were on vacation. The couple had tried to ignore these rumors at first. They took their girls out into the snow. The girls even had a snowball fight. The girls got to enjoy everything about being out in the snow, and then the snow irritated them. Their hands got cold. Their faces got wet from all the snowballs, and so the kids needed to be brought back inside. It was okay. The kids rested, and soon they were back out there in the snow. There was no stopping them from having a good time. Hazel's eyes were an issue on the trip. The adults noticed that Hazel was having vision problems, and now she sees double whenever she takes off her glasses. Hazel's parents had been warned about this by the doctor. The doctor said Hazel might need another surgery, and so the more problems she had, the more inevitable the surgery was going to be. Hazel was going to need the surgery after this trip. Her double vision was getting worse, and her parents didn't want to ignore the problem. They did their best to support her while also encouraging her to enjoy the time she is now on vacation. Hazel and her sisters did some tubing on their second day on this snow vacation. And on their third day, they finally went skiing. Skiing separated the adults from the kids. The kids had their own class with their ski instructor, and so the adults got to enjoy some adult time in their own class. Everything was going well until one of the kids came crying to her parents. Hazel wanted to throw a tantrum, and so she went crying to her parents, but the kids tend to pile on once the first one does it, and so some of the other girls began throwing tantrums as well. The girls were done, and unfortunately that meant the adults were down too. This was the downside to parenting. Adam and Danielle were about to take a break with the children when Mimi stepped in and Grandma handled the unruly kids. She took them inside for a minute. They got to rest, and they finally relaxed. The only one who wasn't cranky was Riley. Riley couldn't wait to ski down the hill, and she wanted to take the biggest hill first. She was talked out of it, but she still got to enjoy skiing, and she wasn't alone. Blake enjoyed herself as well. She was a little scared to go down the mountain because she could see everything from her position, and she thought she might fall off. It was the Disney slide all over again. Blake was talking herself out of it, and so she just needed encouragement. She later did go down the mountain. She had fun, and she didn't regret taking a risk. Her sisters went on to do the same. They all were less cranky after they took that break, and so all of them got to have fun on the slopes. The kids were self-efficient. Their parents got to enjoy their break, and Danielle did her handstand. She used to do handstands whenever she went on vacation with her friends. She hadn't done a handstand since she had a hysterectomy, and so she was worried about doing it. Except she did it just fine. She got her handstand, and her husband took a photo of it. Danielle was slowly getting back to where she was, and she got to celebrate that with her family. But sadly, they learned they were going back home to a city that has drastically changed because of the pandemic. OutDaughtered, Season 10. Busby family returns to TLC in May 2024. The Quints are getting older, and life is getting more complicated for Adam and Danielle in the new season of TLC's OutDaughtered. The Busby family is back. OutDaughtered is returning to TLC in May 2024. Season 10 of OutDaughtered premieres May 7th. Mom Danielle Busby, Dad Adam Busby, and their 6 daughters, Blake, Ava, Olivia, Parker, Olivia, and Hazel, will be back on TV in a new season of OutDaughtered. Season 10 premieres Tuesday, May. In the new season, the Busbys are diving into a new school year for the girls while balancing a growing list of responsibilities at home and at work. The Quints are growing up. They're learning to read and taking on more chores around the house. Meanwhile, big sister Blake is in middle school and preparing for tryouts for her school's volleyball team. But she's worried she might not make the cut. With 6 active kids, Adam and Danielle definitely have their hands full. Adam has been the primary caregiver for the past few years, but he's picking up more work outside of the house, which means he and Danielle might need to hire extra help. But despite the chaos that comes with being a family of 8, the Busbys never forget how important it is to spend time together as a family and make valuable memories. That includes a trip to Disney World, meetups with other families of multiples, and even cheering for the Houston Texans. Danielle Busby says she's overwhelmed in teaser for OutDaughtered Season 10. In a teaser for the upcoming season of OutDaughtered, the Quints prepare to start 3rd grade. Some are ready for the change.
I'm
not nervous about the first day of school because I'm tough, Hazel declares. But her sister Riley is a little more cautious.
I was scared, she admits.
Meanwhile, Danielle and Adam struggle to manage their many responsibilities. Between both parents working outside the home and the girls' packed schedules, juggling it all is becoming increasingly difficult. Ever since I started to get more photography gigs outside of the house, it's been a big adjustment for Danielle and I, Adam says in the clip via Instagram. The Busbys are open to hiring someone to help with the girls. But as soon as people hear the job involves quintuplets, they run for the hills, a frustrated Danielle says. With all the stress, Danielle might be at her breaking point. I get overwhelmed because I cannot do it all, she says. Add in Danielle's health challenges, and things get even more difficult. For her to have a bad day, I have to be prepared all the time, Adam says. It makes it really hard. I'm getting more and more desperate, Danielle admits. I gotta find somebody. Past seasons of OutDaughtered are available to stream on Max. What time is OutDaughtered on tonight, and what channel can we see the Busbys? OutDaughtered Season 7 starts tonight, and everyone's asking when they'll see Adam Busby, Danielle Busby, their Quints, Olivia, Riley, Parker, Ava, and Hazel, plus 6th daughter Blake. We've got all the info you need to watch the Busby family's new season. What time and channel is OutDaughtered on? If you want to see the adorable Busby Quints, their big sister, mom, and dad, tonight's the night. Season 7 of their reality show starts tonight, Tuesday, June 2nd, at 9 p.m. Eastern/8 Central. If you're already a fan of Danielle and Adam Busby, you know how fun it is to watch them. Adam and spouse Danielle Busby are often overwhelmed on OutDaughtered with a house full of little girls that inspired the show's name. You can watch it tonight if you tune in at TLC. Fans are excited to see more of what's been going on with the Busbys, especially since the quarantine lockdown. Expect to see OutDaughtered shift mid-season as the COVID lockdown affected how the show filmed. For now, we can't say how many episodes they'll have in the 7th season. But get ready tonight to see more of the Quints, Ava, Parker, Riley, Olivia, and Hazel, plus big sis Blake. How did Adam Busby and wife Danielle Busby film Season 7? In the first few episodes, TLC had a camera crew filming in the home Adam Busby shares with Danielle Busby and their 6 daughters. However, the coronavirus crisis cropped up during filming and shook up everything. So, it seems OutDaughtered this go-round is a hybrid. TLC camera crews filmed some episodes, but many others will be self-filmed by Danielle and hubby Adam. Since their parents constantly chronicle their quintuplets and Blake's lives on social media, it shouldn't be too huge of a leap for them to self-tape for OutDaughtered. What's far more challenging is staying at home 24/7 with their 6 children and no moments out of the house for work or entertainment. So, expect to see plenty of meltdowns with their 5-year-old Quints and 9-year-old eldest daughter in OutDaughtered Season 7. Catch up on OutDaughtered and the Busbys. Here's how. If you're new to the show about Adam, Danielle, and their house full of offspring, now's the time to catch up. You can watch Seasons 1 to 6 on the TLC app or website with your cable or satellite provider login. If you're stuck at home still, OutDaughtered is the perfect binge for the whole family. In case you don't know, the show started in 2016 with the birth of the first ever set of all-female quintuplets born in the U.S. The TLC series chronicled Olivia Busby, Riley Busby, Parker Busby, Ava Busby, and Hazel Busby's birth, time in the NICU, and finally coming home on OutDaughtered. Danielle Busby struggled to juggle the Quints and 4-year-old Blake Busby once Adam Busby went back to work. Since then, the TLC show kept track of how the kids grow, thrive, and drive their parents crazy on OutDaughtered. We'll start Season 7 tonight with a Valentine's Day episode. Then, the next episode features a family ski trip as Adam Busby and Danielle Busby. But then, on OutDaughtered, COVID struck and changed everything, including their kindergarten school year. It's a not-to-miss season, so be sure to watch starting tonight on TLC and every Tuesday. OutDaughtered. Riley Busby gives tour of her big girl school. OutDaughtered parents of Riley Busby, Adam Busby, and Danielle Busby have a very busy year ahead as all their daughters attend school. The Quints, in particular, already started preschool. But not all 5 of them are in the same class. Riley Paige Busby goes one step ahead of her sisters as she begins kindergarten. The rest of the girls, on the other hand, were assigned to different pre-K classes. OutDaughtered. Riley Busby shows off her school. In the latest sneak peek for OutDaughtered Season 7, Riley Busby proudly gave a tour of her school. The adorable girl is currently in kindergarten, one level advanced than her siblings. The daughter of Adam and Danielle Busby seems to have adjusted well with her big girl class, seemingly embracing being the smarty pants among the Quints. In the short clip, Riley Busby shared a glimpse of her fun day with the older kids. Despite her young age, she definitely fits in easily, and catching up with her classmates seems a breeze. It wouldn't be surprising to see her move up to first grade earlier than most girls her age. Busby girl visits sisters in classroom. Although Riley Busby goes solo in her new class, she still makes sure to check on Hazel, Parker, Ava, and Olivia in their respective classes. The OutDaughtered sweetheart adorably visited her sisters, showing everyone what they're like in the classroom. Riley first dropped by Hazel Busby's room. The red-haired cutie seemed busy painting with her young classmates, but still managed to give her sweetest smile to Riley. Next up, Riri visited Parker Busby, who seemed focused on her activity. Little PK was so serious doing her task that Riley thought she gave her a sour face. OutDaughtered star Riley also checked out her sister Ava Busby, who appeared to have a good time goofing around with her friends. Lastly, Riri called over Olivia Busby from her group, only to get rejected with a playful nope. It's truly undeniable that the Quintuplets have grown up so much, each with a unique personality. OutDaughtered. Riley's brave dive. Meanwhile, it looks like Riley Busby takes after her big sister Blake Busby's love of swimming. The OutDaughtered siblings both like to spend time outdoors, especially at the pool. In a recent IG Live shared by Danielle Busby, Riley showcased her diving skills. Riri unhesitantly jumped off from the high rocks straight to the water. Previously, Blake Busby pulled off a similar stunt when she dove off the roof adjacent to the pool. It's clear that the Busby girls know how to have fun in the water, and it's too adorable not to notice.